Hey, this is Trevor with reibrain.com coming at you with an updated property management software review. And what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be re-reviewing and updating the review for Buildium property management software. We actually initially did this review way back in 2008, and the software was great back then, but the company was pretty darn new back then. I think they had a few hundred users in Buildium property management software. And we connected with them again a couple months ago, and we've been getting a lot of emails from our readers and viewers here at reibrain.com who are looking for property management software, find our website, find our reviews, and they're wanting an updated review on Buildium and some other software. So we're diving in, doing these updated reviews so you can kind of keep up to date and know how these software are changing, what really stacks up to what now, in today's market. So let's go ahead and dive in. So Buildium is actually a software. It's been around for several years, I think 4 or 5 years now, and it's an online-based software. And I'll go ahead and dive into our application. But the cool thing is you can take I think it's a 15-day free trial. You don't have to put in a credit card or anything on Buildium. You can go there by going through the link below this video or the REI Brain. So thereibrain.com/Buildium. And that's our little referral link. And if you are to go through that link, so reibrain.com/Buildium, Buildium, it'll give us credit for the referral, and then all you have to do is send us your receipt when you sign up, and we'll send you a bonus of 60 property management software or property management forms, like move in, move out forms, mold forms, all kinds of different cool stuff that you can actually upload into your Buildium account to really run with. So make sure if you are going to sign up with Buildium, use our link on this video or on this website and send us your report at admin@thereibrain.com. Send us that receipt, and we'll actually send you the 60 property management forms that you can go ahead and use in your business. So let's go ahead and dive in. So here's the new and improved dashboard. So back in 2008 when we initially reviewed the software, it looked way different. But it was really, one thing we really liked about the software then that they have definitely really kept with is the simplicity, and it really looks good. Just looking at the overall structure of their application since we reviewed it in 2008, they've really kept with what works. They've improved some of the things that we thought could be improved back then. But let's go ahead and dive in. So first of all, the first thing you're going to see when you log in and create your account, it'll ask you for a few bits of information just to kind of put in your contact details and find out what types of properties you own, stuff like that. And then it'll drop you right into your account dashboard, which is this. And you can at any time see your dashboard. When you first log in, you'll see these little introductory video tutorial things all over the app. So if you have any questions, they've done a really good job giving tutorials and giving videos to help you dive in and figure out how to use the app, even though it is pretty simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and click this X and get it out of there. So this is my dashboard. And you can see it'll show me how many listed units I have, how many unlisted. I dove in with this trial account, and I went ahead and added a 4-unit property, added a couple tenants, added a few transactions, just so we can dive through and really see what this is like. Shows leases ending soon, so that way you can kind of see what is coming down the pike, so you can contact those tenants or you can start marketing for those properties if a lease is ending in 90 days or 30 days. Rental applications, so there's a couple really cool things you're going to have to hold on here to watch in a second. I'm going to take you kind of column by column through here to show you things I like, show you things I don't like. And one of the coolest parts about Buildium is the ease of use, but also their online marketing and their little website that they give you, and their automation with the forms and stuff. Because I'll show you a really cool feature here in a bit, where you can actually have Buildium send out your notices, your letters, your late rent notices automatically for you in the mail. It's only 80 cents a letter, and it includes postage and everything. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Outstanding balances. So this is where you're going to see if there's a tenant that's behind on rent. So let's say there's 2 tenants behind on rent. This would say 2, and it would turn to a red color, and then you go ahead and click these tenants, and you can see what balances are outstanding. Or you can even have the system send them automatically emails saying, hey, you're late on your rent, and here's how to pay it, or send them a print letter. And then some upcoming tasks. So a cool thing in Buildium is if you have a team And let's say you have a property manager or a maintenance person or your office person, you can create everybody user accounts so everybody can have their own login. And let's say there's a maintenance request that comes in. There's a really cool way that they help you with maintenance requests in here. But let's say there's a maintenance request that comes in, and you want that maintenance request to be assigned to your maintenance guy. Well, automatically that can be assigned to your maintenance guy. That person gets an email inside of his account. Here, it's got a task there. It's got the maintenance request. It's got all the details for that maintenance request so that he can then go and do his work. And then he creates a work order right in here. And you can go ahead and close that work order out, and then of course the expenses get tagged right to the accounting area. So really slick stuff, but I'm going to show you the tip of the iceberg on what Buildium does, give you our grade on what we really think about Buildium compared to the other software out there, and then you can go to thereibrain.com/Buildium to get your own trial, just to dive in and see if you like it. So first of all, rentals. This is a lot like any other property management software. So it'll let you upload properties, leases, tenants. Listings is a cool thing that I'll show you here in a bit. At rental applications. So with Buildium, you can actually take online rental applications, and that's really, really cool, really, really slick. And you can do all kinds of stuff. You can run credit check and background checks in here. You can print blank applications. So let's say you want a bunch of rental applications in your office. You can go ahead and print out your blank application, or even if you want to change the application that they have by default. Let's say you want to make this not required and then add this other field down here that's different. You can go ahead and do that anytime with this application. I'm just going to go ahead and preview the rental application online, and you can see it's really simple, and people can just come on here, fill out rental application, and you get an email notification when someone fills it out, and it goes into your rental application area. If you want to take a fee, then you can go ahead and let's say you want to add a fee. So let's put it there, save it right there. That way the fee goes right in. If we want to make it a $20 fee, let's say it's a $20 application fee. Really, really simple. You just change that, click save, and it's done right there. So now there's a $20 application fee. Really cool. So a few other features while we're in here. You can do EFT. You just have to set it up through then. I'm not sure what the details are on setting up an EFT program for them, but they also have online payments, so people can pay their rent online with credit cards, whatever. So you'll just have to dive into your Buildium trial and ask them about the credit card part of it and the EFT part of it, so you can start taking payments online. And then you've got rental owners, outstanding balances, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you were to add a property, I'm just going to take you through this really quick. So once again, when you first log in, it'll give you these really cool tutorials, show you how to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and X this out because we don't need it now. And we already set up a property, so I'm just going to go ahead and click to this property. You can upload photos really quickly, and a thing that I really, really like about Buildium that they actually improved on a ton since we last reviewed it was the intuitiveness. Before, a lot of it was, you had to actually click a link that would say upload photo or something. But now you just simply go to wherever you want to edit, and you can start editing those fields. So you can see here I'm editing all that information right there with just a click of a mouse. Right here, if I want to upload a photo, I just click upload photo on there, and I can start grabbing photos and putting them in there. View income statement for this property, just go ahead and click that. And you can see right here, really quickly, it brings up the income statement for that property, and then I can print it off in a PDF right here. So really, really cool, really, really slick, and very intuitive. So you've got notes, files, all the normal stuff that any real good property management software should have available to it. And sorry about the background noise. There's the maintenance people are out outside of our office building right now. And then you've got rental applications. So the rental applications are essentially categorized and organized by the apartment building or unit. And so if someone applies for this property, that rental application is going to go into this property. So let's say this person applied. We're going to go in here to their application. I can go ahead and print that application out if I want, run the credit and background check right from here. And then after I find out that this person, let's say that there's someone I do want to bring in, I'm just going to go ahead and approve them. And you can see automatically it approved them. Now I'm going to move them in as a tenant. And they're going to be going into unit number 3, let's say. And here's the details. So I can choose if it's going to be a fixed, like a lease. But let's say it's an at-will or a month-to-month rental starting December 1st. Okay, so right there, and due on the first of the month. Monthly, here's the rent. Let's say they're going to be paying $450 in prepaid rent and $500 deposit, and right there it already added them since they were approved renter, and I didn't put any information in here, but of course a normal renter would have that info. And then one thing I really like about how Buildium just works, it's really intuitive, is that these control features are always at the top of every window, so you never have to scroll like all the way down to the bottom of the page to save something. The save button's always up there. So I'm just going to go ahead and click save, and now you can see that this renter got moved into that unit. And so now we moved them in. We just approved the application. We moved them in, and now let's go ahead and receive their payment. So let's say at the same time they paid us the $450 for the first month. Let's say they paid us the $450 for the prepaid rent, and they paid us for a deposit. Actually, let's say they've only paid us for the deposit and the prepaid rent. They're going to pay their first month's rent, when it's due in a few days. So let's go. That would be $950. Payment method, it was by check. Let's say check 100 for deposit and last month's received from that renter. And you could upload a picture of the check if you wanted to, whatever. Let's go ahead and click save. And you can see now that payment was filed. You can see right there, balance of 0, and it's all good to go, which is really, really cool. And you can look at the financials for this renter now. So that's another really cool thing that Buildium does for you. It breaks down the financials by property, by unit, by renter. So you can see everything that's happened for each unit, each property, each renter, each owner, whatever it is. So really, really cool stuff, guys and gals. And I don't have time to really go through all of the features that Buildium has, but you can kind of go set up your own 15-day free account, the trial at thereibrain.com/Buildium and check it out. But let's say we want to end this lease. We can just go ahead and click end lease, and right here, really quick and easy stuff, guys. So refund deposits, you can print the tenant statement, apply deposits and charges. So if there was dirty carpet, you want to take some of that deposit to pay for that dirty carpet, that's what would happen here. Enter additional charges if there was a early termination fee or whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and go move out tenants. And you can see it's selecting that. We're just going to say the move out date is going to be tomorrow, and save. Go ahead and, oh, okay. So it has to fall between the start and end of the lease. Since I had it starting on December 1st, we're going to have a move out on the 31st. Okay, so it looks like they are moving out. You can see right there, started then, ending the 31st, and then I would just go ahead and go through this entire process of refunding the deposits, printing the statement, which right there I'm just going to go ahead and keep this, and you can see here it automatically created this PDF for me. It's branded for our company, as the renter's amount there, has his move out statement here. So this makes things so much easier for a property manager or a real estate investor managing your own properties, to where you really don't have to think about what document you need to create when someone moves in or moves out, or you don't need to think about sending someone a late payment notice, because the system, Buildium, already does all that stuff for you. I'm going to show you some of that. So if you're running an association, this will also take care of it. I'm not going to really dive into that, but if it's a homeowners association, something like that. Accounting, you've got financials, banking. So you can hook this up to the bank account, balance your checkbook or balance your bank account and all that kind of stuff. One drawback that this does not integrate with QuickBooks right now. So if you have a company that, let's say, has a bunch of different properties and you want a bookkeeping software for that company, this is not going to do it for you. But this does everything you need to do with your properties. So it really takes care of that. Recurring transactions. So this comes in handy. Let's say you have a garbage payment that's the same amount every month, and you don't want to have to re-enter that stuff all the time. All you would do is go ahead and do, add recurring bill. You could add a new vendor to the garbage, and then go ahead and select the frequency to be monthly and whatever it is. You kind of get the idea here. But that way you can really save time by having Buildium automatically say, okay, there's these 5 bills that happen every month and they're the exact same amount. We're going to go ahead and add those into the financials automatically every month. And then, of course, as they're paid, then you're going to go ahead and add those in as a recurring payment as well. It's awesome awesome stuff for really helping you save time. Work order. So here's a really cool thing that you can do with work order. So tenants can log into their account. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this window up and show you the website that tenants will be able to see. Let's see, so resident site users. So as a tenant becomes a tenant, you go ahead and create them a website account. So they could then log in. They'll get a welcome email. They can log in and see their payment history. They can get notifications about the properties. They can actually go into that account, and if they have something wrong with their sync, they could submit a work request through the website. That way they don't have to call you up, and they can submit all the information through there, and automatically your maintenance guy and you will get that work request, and it really helps streamline things. But let's see, I'm just going to go back to here, public site, that's what I was looking for. So here's my site that I set up with Buildium, and they automatically give you the site, and it's really customizable. You can put in your own logo. I went ahead and put this information in. You can put anything you want in here. You can put pictures, videos, whatever. So if you have a bunch of properties that you want to have listed on your own website, where a tenant can come here, search your site to find properties, it'll show them. So right here it would say featured rentals. It would show the pictures of the rentals, everything you need, and then they can actually apply for those rentals online. You can see right here, apply online, and they can do everything from inside of this little website that Buildium gives you for free as part of your account. That really helps it to where it streamlines getting tenants in. It streamlines letting tenants be able to look at your properties, and it really streamlines letting tenants be able to control their own record keeping, because they can log in and see their payment status, download their reports, and they can also once again submit work orders online, which is cool. Let's see, accounting, budgets, chart of accounts. So this is all stuff that is pretty normal with really good property management software. Let's see, listings. So let's see a property that just came up and you want to create a listing for it. So let's go ahead and say, let's maintain listing contacts. So this is the contact. If someone is to submit something, that's where the email goes when someone submits it. And then once you actually create a listing for a property, automatically when the listing becomes available, Buildium is going to send that listing out to HotPads, to Trulio, and Zillow. So that exposes your rental listing to a lot more users, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything at all, and Buildium actually does it for you. You don't have to do anything, which is a cool little marketing thing. So let's go ahead and go to the communication side of things, and this is something that, this right here, I'm like a real nerd for automation, and I'm a real nerd for things happening for me. I hate printing stuff off. I hate mailing stuff. So this is something I personally really, really love. So let's go ahead and go to mailings. You can do mailings through this. And what I mean by mailings is, let's say you want to create a move-in letter. Someone is moving in. Click this, account sender, so that's me. You know, here's the layout. So if you're going to be doing if you wanted to print it on special paper, you could just do add mailing layout. And then this right here, you can see it's 80 cents a piece, which is nothing. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose a recipient. And let's say that this renter that just moved into this unit, we want to send them this letter. You can see they're in here, and they are now going to be sent this letter. Let's go ahead and click Save. And right here, so I can, it's creating the letter for me. You can see I already made one right here, and it'll give you the option of clicking this so you can print it manually as a PDF. You can email the PDF, so let's say you want to email it to an assistant. Or you can have them actually mail it for you, which is really, really cool. So the system's working on generating this mailing, and then all you have to do is click a couple mouse buttons to either bring it up so you can print it off yourself or have them mail it for you for 80 cents. Let's go to mailing templates. So this is where you're actually going to upload your templates. So those 60 property management forms that you'll get as a bonus if you join Buildium through our referral link, thereibrain.com/Buildium. The link is below once again. So if you join through that and send us the receipt, we'll give you 60 more property management forms that give you a ton more capability than the ones that they already include. But they include, it looks like about 13, 14 different templates. So you've got a move-in letter, move out with written notice, move out without written notice, notice of rent, change of rent, eviction, notice of rent to pay rent or quit, past due, violation of pet policy, welcome letter, all kinds of stuff. So let's say we're going to send this, let's say you want to edit this template, the move out template. So you just click it and you can go ahead and change anything you want. So let's say you want it to say, sincerely, your Portland home specialist, something like that. Anyway, you can change anything that you want, which is kind of cool. And click save, and there you go. Or you can add your own template. So once again, click add template. Then you can take those property management forms that we've given you as a bonus, or take your own and just go ahead and copy and paste them in here. Now you can use them and have Buildium automatically send those things for you. Another thing is email templates. I'm just going to go ahead and bounce the email templates. So if you want, right here, so let's say a tenant made an online payment, you can automatically have these online payment templates sent out, and this is one that already is in here. You can't customize it, it looks like, but this gets sent out when someone makes a payment, so they get a digital receipt. Tenant payment late, so let's say right here you wanted to customize this email if you wanted, but this right here gets sent to a tenant if their rent is past due, and it's automatic, and you can choose to turn this on or off. It doesn't have to be sent out, but if you want an email to be sent out, the system does it for you, which saves you a ton of time. Tenant statement email, there's a bunch of stuff that you can do in here, and once again you can add your own templates as well. So overall, let's go ahead and bounce to reports, and I'll show you a couple other things, and then we'll finish this up. But one really big thing that I love about property management software, certain ones, is reporting. Some software really lacks in reporting. It doesn't give you the report detail that you want. I really like report detail when you can break it down by tenants, when you can break it down by units, properties, stuff like that. And excuse me. And Buildium does that really well for you. So if you wanted to create a tenant statement or unit listings or vacant, delinquent tenants, so you can every month, if you're managing a lot of properties, pull up the delinquent statement and do that once a month and start, doing your eviction proceedings or whatever you have to do. You got bank reconciliation reports, balance reports, then of course all your normal ones, your budgets versus actuals, income statement, things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and click that, and I'll click download report, and it's going to download it as a PDF, and you can see how quick it was. But I really don't have any data in this test account. I just have a couple transactions, so it's not going to show much in here. But if you had a lot of things in here, you can see what these reports do. They're very professional looking. They look great. They're simple to read. So even if you have a bookkeeper doing your property management stuff for you, your numbers, you might set them up with Buildium and have them use it, because it's going to save them a lot of time. And as you know, bookkeepers charge by the hour. So if you can save them time and money, then that savings is going to get passed along to you. So Buildium really does pay for itself pretty quickly, just in the amount of time that it saves you to print out documents, to do reports, to follow up with tenants, to take applications, to list properties, stuff like that. And then a few other things. There's a great help section. You can actually go in and add users once again. So if you want to add different people, you can import data. So if you have another property management software and you want to import your current data into Buildium, they have a little guide that'll walk you through how to do that. So overall, I mean, there's a lot more to Buildium. You can dive in and check it out yourself once again. Take a 15-day trial. It doesn't cost anything. You don't even need your credit card. And it's something you probably should really think about if you're looking at getting property management software. So some big pros about Buildium. I really like the fact that it's online, that it's not on your computer, because now you can access it from any computer. Your data is safe. So if you lose your computer and you have a desktop software, then all of your data gets lost as well. With Buildium, you can lose all your computers. Their servers can even burn down. They have backups for their servers, and your data will still be safe. And once again, the really cool thing about it is anyone on your team can access the data and the account from any computer anywhere, as long as you have an internet access. So that's a big pro. Another pro is some of the automation features. So automating and sending the letters, so you don't have to be licking stamps and writing things on letters. Automating sending the emails for reminders and notices for tenants, and the automation of blasting out your property listings to those 3 websites. And then once again, having your public website where now tenants don't have to pick up the phone and call you if they have a broken sink. they can log into their account and they can submit a work request, and you get that, your maintenance guy gets that, and you can do what you want with it from there. Or if your tenant wants receipts for their past year's worth of payments, which I've had that asked for me before, they can just log into their account and get them themselves. So you're saving a lot of time here. And then of course, you can market your properties over there and all kinds of cool things. So there are a few drawbacks. So one big drawback is that it doesn't integrate as well with QuickBooks as a lot of the other software out there. So there is some software out there like Tenant File, which is actually a desktop software. You get a piece of software and download it on your computer. Tenant File integrates with QuickBooks really well. Buildium doesn't do it yet, but they are working on it. I do know that. Another thing that could be a con for some people is that Buildium is a monthly fee. It's not a one-time you pay $300 or $1,000 to get the software and that's it. It's a monthly fee that ranges actually anywhere from, let's see, let's go ahead and go to the pricing. So it ranges from 25 units is $25 a month, all the way 400 units is $225 a month, which is pretty darn affordable if you have 400 units. If you have more than 400 units, they also have accounts for that. You just need to contact them directly. So this is something you just have to consider when you're really weighing your options, because the really good thing about a software that's based online that you pay monthly for is they're always continually improving the software. So every month that you're a customer, the software is probably improved from the last month, and you never have to pay, for the new version of the software. You never have to download anything, which is cool. With software that you actually buy and download to your computer, every couple of years it seems like those companies come out with massive updates, and then you have to go and buy the update, which is usually another couple $100 or a few $100 or more. If it's a big software, it's going to be a few $1,000s. So you just really need to weigh your options and see, okay, do I want something on my computer so I can pack my computer around and access things, or would I rather have it up in the cloud where we can access it anywhere? And would I rather have these features, which Buildium has, and I just pay this nominal monthly fee, or these other ones? So really, I mean, I really like Buildium. It's one of the top property management softwares for really, I think anywhere from 5 units up to a couple hundred units is really its sweet spot. Once you get over, let's say 500 units, then really you're probably going to want to look at something like Appfolio, which you can check out our review here on reibrain.com. Just go to the search box and type Appfolio review, APPFOLIO. And that one's really geared toward property managers managing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of units. But Buildium is really, really good between, like I said, 5 units and 100, 5 units and 200. Really great sweet spot there and great pricing there. So if that's you, check out Buildium. Send us your receipt once you join and once your 15-day trial runs out, and we'll send you those 60 property management forms you can actually upload into Buildium and go from there. Our grade out of 5 on this is going to be about a 4.85. 4.85. Gets really close to 5. It's not perfect. Once again, it could integrate with QuickBooks, and there could be a couple other little features in there. But overall, I really like the flexibility of Buildium. I really like the automation it puts in there, and I like how you can customize pretty much anything and everything about your tenants, your units. You can upload files, pictures, and it's all very, very intuitive. So check out Buildium, reibrain.com/Buildium, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.